So, Ken, this don't really apply to you, but other two, when will y'all feel comfortable going back to get haircuts or hair done or?
I honestly contemplated it this past weekend. I was like, duh, I do, but I don't need to. Like, I really don't need to. I need to, but I don't need to. So I don't know. Probably when I.
Oh, you went out, fam.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Tim. So Camille.
I needed to go back 2 weeks ago, but and that was being generous. Like 2 weeks ago was probably like the longest I should have gone without doing anything at all. But here we are. You have
chemicals?
No, I have a pressing curl.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have any chemicals in my hair, but it's like I need to get my hair done. I need my hair washed very badly right now. And if I wash my own hair, then I'm gonna have an afro. Then I'm not gonna know what to do with it. Then it's gonna break off. So it's like now I'm just stuck here with my hair wrapped because.
What was the dude from NBA Streets that had the afro?
Stretch.
Stretch. Just cosplay for a couple of months.
But I don't think I'll make it out of June without getting my hair done. I'm not going to make it out of the month.
Can you hear me now?
So Tim, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, I don't know what the heck. Oh, timer was going off. Freaking kids. Anyways, no, I said probably when I go back to work, probably like 2.5, 3 weeks, give or take, depending on. That'd be long enough to see what happened in these past 2 to 3 weeks. So I was like,
that's true too.
Back to work, so that about mid-June.
Because like I've been seeing like the reports where people like hairdresser like that had a cough like exposed like 93 people to COVID, and it's like, yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So before we move on, so Ken, like, what went into like your decision? Like, yeah, I'm good. I'll risk it.
Man, looking in the mirror first off. No, I was like, I was looking rough as shit. And I had my beard. I ain't go to the barbershop yet though, but I felt comfortable because it was just me and her. Mm-hmm. Like I trust her. She, older lady. Like she, like it was just me and her up in there. It wasn't like a whole bunch of gang of motherfuckers and nothing like that. When I got there, she did like spray down everything, showing me that everything she using, was sterilized and all that good stuff. And I had to wear a mask the whole time, and she did too. So I don't know. I felt fine. I felt comfortable.
Fair enough. Did you see the lakefront this weekend?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It was shaking, bro. We went for a ride because we went to the parents' house to visit the baby. And I was like, well, it's nice. Let's go just take a long way home. We'll ride down by the lakefront and go back home. Bruh, it was so many people out. Like, it was full-blown bikinis, no mask. Cats was out there doing handstands, volleyballing, jumping jacks together, football. I'm like, God dang, I don't give a fuck. But I was riding, I was like, let's just roll the window up. I didn't want to put my mask on driving down this motherfucker because I'm afraid that these crazy bastards go get somebody sick. I was like, so that's why I said mid-June, because it's going to find out what happened over this past weekend, because that shit was wild. And then they said Oscars, they was over there pounding on the south side and shit. I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. But Milwaukee was lit Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, Memorial Day definitely killed the quarantine. Like, it didn't kill the virus, but it killed quarantine.
It killed people thinking that a virus existed in the first place. Like,
exactly.
Everybody was just like, hot outside, kick it.
I'm always fuck it.
Like, no.
Yeah, I'm fine letting everybody else be guinea pigs. Like, we'll see.
And we gonna see. All right, let's get into the show this week. Welcome to episode 151 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
It's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. Hey, that still sounded pretty good. It wasn't even that loud. I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
I'm the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
This your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
A gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K Diddy.
Take that.
Jimmy,
bro.
shoulder shakes. Sorry.
Ain't nobody got time for your bare shoulder shakes, fam.
Hey, breathe, stretch, shake. That was my shit too. But
It's-
anyway, you can find us at www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker. You can also find us on Facebook. What happened? What y'all want? Y'all calling me?
Everybody said nothing, man.
Who are you
What
talking
are you
to? What are you talking about, fam?
Tim hearing voices and shit.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, Dooch, ring a bell on that. I don't know what he was on.
I bet y'all
He tripped out. No, he just completely flipped out.
When I seen all three of your mouths was moving, even though y'all may not have said nothing, it sounded like somebody was calling me.
So you didn't hear anything, and you saw our lips moving, but it sounded like something.
Now, if there's something else here, that's a whole nother story. Might not make it through this podcast, but I love
I
y'all.
don't know what party Tim at, but
He
I'm concerned.
Rewind
All right, Bobby, calm down, bro.
Hey, rewind your brother so he can tell the people where to find us on social media.
You can find us at www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
Damn
You
right.
Yeah, thank you. You can also find us on the Instagram and the Twitter at Technical File. You can also find us on Facebook, Technical File Podcast. That's our Facebook page. And you can find our fans, fam, and listeners group, Technical File Pod Overtime, as well.
I saw you stumble, but I saw you pick it back up.
Hey, listen, I bobbled that motherfucker, but I held on.
You bobbled. You bobbled.
let me find out you brought Baka Tim back. Leave that motherfucker where he is at.
Let me change my name again. Hold on.
I may be a little delusional from the heat.
What?
Heat stroke.
But
I'm sweating. It's worse than the damn back pass in the church. You know, them motherfuckers ain't never got no damn heat.
You mean air conditioner?
Air conditioner. Look, I'm delusional, bro. Keep going. Just stop letting me talk. Keep going. Help me.
Take a 30. Take a 30, bro.
I hate y'all.
You need to take a 30.
You know what?
I'm just watching. Y'all recording it?
You know what? Audio quality be damned. You can turn the fan on. It's okay. It's all right. We'll allow it. We don't need you stroking out over there.
I'm gonna mute you for 30 seconds, fam. While he muted,
shit,
man,
that
nigga was tripping for a second.
They ain't gonna take a time off for real. This yeah, go stay your ass in the corner, Tim. Goddamn it, yeah. You got time for this shit. We got a show to run to this motherfucker. You tripping? God damn. Get that nigga some ice stuff. He calm fuck down. Shit.
The hell you talking about, Ken? I missed all of that, so I'm gonna listen for show and find out what the fuck you said.
That's funny.
Don't be surprised on all the point with a black mask on.
Hey, here you go. Ain't trying to get nigga the road, bro. You better chill out. You better chill out, dog. Hey, man,
all right.
Like I say every week, man, you guys enjoy being a part of the Amazing Technical File fam. Share with everybody. Mama, your daddy, your granny, your auntie. It was a Memorial Day, so I know y'all better have shared with somebody. I know y'all motherfuckers wasn't in the house. Wasn't nobody in Milwaukee in the motherfucking house.
I was.
This weekend, so I know you wasn't either. But
wait, Camille, why you sound like the dude from The Simpsons? I was saying Boo Earns. Like, well, nobody in the house. Camille just, I was.
No, you didn't just call me the old mole man from The Simpsons, man. Boo, I was saying Boo Earns.
But shit. So this week, Tech File Challenge It was Memorial Day. A lot of people had barbecues. I know y'all took pictures of your food. So do show a picture of the plates you was eating, and y'all listen to Tech File. How about that? It's easy.
I agree. Good one.
Did anybody participate in last week's?
There are people in the live who participated, but I'll talk about that when we talk about listener numbers.
Well, I'm just saying, like, where they were supposed to like screen cap the.
No, they didn't do that.
Okay.
They didn't do that. The people in the live listened, but the people who listened to the podcast didn't listen.
Okay. You done? You done, Ken?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Yes, sir.
SoundCloud, Stitcher.
Spotify,
Butterfly.
iHeartRadio, Himalaya,
Like a player.
Wooshka,
Wooshka.
and wherever you're listening to this podcast right now, while there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, and review 5 stars or better. It helps us, so we appreciate it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't feeling the change in diction for Himalaya and Wooshka. You threw me off for the like a player. I was like, it didn't flow. Himalaya?
I was trying to pronounce the whole word like this.
I feel like
in honor of all the Karen activity this week.
Oh boy. There's all the Karen activity. Top listening cities. So before we even get into the top listening cities over the past week, I just want to say thank you to everyone who did stop by our Facebook Live last week. So episode 150 was our 3-year anniversary special, and we also live streamed the whole recording on Facebook. So that was tight. We had 15 shares, which garnered over 850 views and over 1,700 overall impressions. So thank y'all for sharing.
Appreciate y'all.
That's the power of y'all hitting the share button. Like that many people saw it because 15 people decided to hit share. So thank y'all. When we ask y'all to share the show, that's why. Like we really won't grow without y'all. So thank y'all for doing that. Thank you for all the retweets when we drop a new show. Thank you for all the tech file challenges, the screenshots, just telling people about us. We really appreciate it. And it helps us out a lot. But but listeners, with the Facebook show doing that well, if you would like to see us do more virtual shows like that in the future on Zoom and whatnot, let us know. And we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, we got some positive feedback during the live, but yeah, just tell us how you feel.
Let us know.
Because actually, I enjoyed it. I had a fun time.
Yeah, I thought
that interact with people in real time. Little comments from the peanut gallery.
Yeah,
people shaming Ken into going to get his hair done.
You really did go get his hair done? Wow,
that did happen.
Wow. They really shamed you into doing it.
Wow.
Hey, immediately I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead.
Wait, why he booked the appointment during the show?
Right.
Exactly. He had the side chat up and shit.
Hey, I ain't finna catch me like this again.
He's like, I know it's wrong.
Me like that.
My dreams wouldn't come through.
Wow.
But I do want to shout out though the top listening cities of the past week. Milwaukee. Y'all got some problems again, fam. Stoughton out here trying to come for the throne. This is the second time Stoughton's been number 1 in the listening cities.
Okay,
I don't know who we got there in Stoughton, but shout out to you. Keep putting people onto the show. Yeah, for sure. Keep putting people on Stoughton. But number 2, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We need y'all number 1 every week, fam. Y'all the home city. We need y'all. We need y'all to share. Like share with 2 people this week, Milwaukee. Like, come on, man. We can't be number 2. This is the home. You got to rock with us.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, because then it ain't just here.
Hey, I don't care where else it's at. I wanted to be number 1 in Milwaukee every time. Every time. I need the home city rocking with us. Number 3, we got Frisco, Texas. Y'all ain't on. Okay, there we go. Number 4, we got.
Mute it.
Oh yeah, Ken, that's your part, Nick.
My bad. I was had cotton mouth. I had to get something to drink.
Oh, hello.
Number 4, we got Minneapolis, Minnesota.
It's cold in Minnesota. Hey, y'all back.
Always showing love.
Number 5, we got Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL.
Oh.
Number 6, we got Appleton, Wisconsin.
What
Okay,
up,
Wisconsin?
Hey, Appleton been showing up.
Okay, Wisconsin.
I see y'all.
Number 7, we got Douglasville, Georgia.
What up, Georgia? How that Rona doing down there?
Wow.
Oh, Douglasville, I get it. And number 8, we got Mountain
I had
View.
to drown Ken out before he said something controversial. So.
Oh no, I learned from you. You see, I just left alone.
You was trying to save your brother. I see. Number 8, we got we be trying to help you, nigga. You don't take help. Are you serious? Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't nobody throw no anchor out for me. Y'all rose the shit out of me. I'm Jack every damn day.
Like,
don't do that.
Help me. And then we throw my life raft. That nigga, he just push it out the way and shit. Fuck this.
There's been times on the show where I said I'm trying to help you, and then you would keep talking over what I was doing. Like I'm trying.
Like the time we had to dump out audio, like we definitely tried to stop you, and you just kept going. You're like, actually, no, what we do need to delete all that.
Got proof?
We kept.
Hey, that was a good.
Anyways, number 8, we got Mountain View, California.
Mountain View, what up?
Number 9, we got Fresno, Texas.
Okay, Fresno.
Wait, didn't
we had Frisco? We had Frisco earlier, and then we got Fresno now. Number 10, number 10, we got Germantown, Wisconsin.
Germantown.
All around. Shout out to Wisconsin.
Yep, sure.
International listeners included the United Kingdom, the Russian Federation, Spain, and Ireland.
Shit. Shut up.
There's just certain countries where Ken just he ain't got nothing to say.
I'm not touching that.
That's what she said.
Oh shit.
You ready to get into the show? Start off with some Tech File Cinema, perhaps.
Oh wait, one last thank you to everybody that ordered shirts.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, we sold 25. So,
that's dope.
And anybody that ordered your shirts, we will be in contact with you shortly. They're set to be delivered next week, so we'll touch down with you to get them to you.
Thanks, y'all. Hey, happy belated to the point guard, Camille.
Thank you, fam.
Yeah,
for sure.
Out here.
Appreciate you, fam. Appreciated the birthday gift too.
Oh yeah. Hope you was useful.
Yeah, it was useful. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
Y'all don't be thinking that bullshit.
Hey, that mean you gotta worry about it.
Hey, I know. It's the ignorant nigga over there.
I ain't saying nothing.
He was just rocking back and forth. He was holding that comment in. Anyway,
I ain't said shit, bro, and I still get attacked. See what I mean?
I said you was holding it in. Anyway, let's get into the show.
You gonna rewind this or not?
Yep. Hey, dude, you cut all that shit.
It's gonna be hilarious when it starts like it's gonna be whistles. It's gonna be hey douche delete. It's gonna be hey douche delete. All that. I love it.
In a world
where we're all quarantined
and we don't have shit else to talk about.
So us at Tech File, we watch movies.
Cause I mean, what else we gonna watch?
Ain't shit else to do.
I said that already.
I was about to end it. I was like, Tech File Cinema.
Yeah, that's what I thought we was going to say.
Nigga, you kept talking, fam. I was supposed to get in there. Pause. Anyways.
Can I get in where you fit in? What you mean?
This week's movie that the fans selected was Major League. I believe that was Eric's call. Yep.
Yes, it was.
It beat out Draft Day, which was Tim's selection, The Fighter, which was mine, and Uncle Drew, which was Ken's. So, according to IMDb, this is how they describe the movie.
Bars.
I know. I'll try. The new owner of the Cleveland Indians puts together a purposely horrible team so they'll lose and she can move the team. But when the plot is uncovered, they start winning just to spite her.
Oh, shit.
Is that accurate?
No, that's. I mean, it's kind of underselling the movie, but it is accurate. I said, "Oh shit," because apparently my son dropped our other computer, and it is no longer working.
Oh no!
Luckily, it was just like a little notebook, but still, like, great. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
But yeah, everybody agree? Then my next question is, have you seen this movie before? And if so, when was the last time you watched it?
Yes, I've seen it before a number of times. It's probably one of my favorite movies. I don't know, like a year or two ago.
This was my first time ever watching this movie. So, there was that. Ken?
I've seen it before, but it's been some years since the last time I saw it. At least like.
Okay, Tim.
I haven't seen it before. It was a good watch though.
So you were fresh eyes with me?
Well, I seen it's one of those movies I seen bits and pieces, but never really watched in its entirety, so I didn't really watch it. It's like I knew about the character Willie Mays Hayes already, shit like that. I already knew about
too.
Like. I thought about it over. I was like, damn, dog. I was like, I could have been Willie Mays Hayes. But no, it was. I've seen bits and pieces of it, so this is my first time sitting through and actually watching it all the way. It was a good watch. It was a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, Eric, since it's one of your favorites, do you want to kind of just like talk about why that's your favorite movie? Like this is like I thought it was actually a pretty good movie. That owner was wild, fam. I don't know how you walk into a locker room and you just start hitting cups and smacking cheeks and.
I mean, I ain't gonna take it that deep. I was just gonna say, like, when you own the team, you feel like you have certain privileges. So
she thought she had all the privilege.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of stars in this movie too. Bob Uecker was in it as the announcer.
That was tight. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Wesley Snipes was Willie Mays Hayes. Charlie Sheen was Wild Thing.
Yeah, Renee Russo. Who?
Mr. State Farm commercial. Allstate.
Dennis Haysbert. They hated that.
That was him. That was him. I didn't even realize it until you just said it.
Yeah, and like some of those people were like, these were like their first like major roles. So like Wesley Snipes and Renee Russo, like these were like their first breakout roles before they started doing other stuff. Like apparently Tom Berenger was like one of the biggest stars of the 80s. I only know him from this movie, but I was barely alive. So did y'all know, like before I get into the movie, did y'all know where it was filmed?
No.
Oh, so the interior of the stadium is actually Milwaukee County Stadium.
Oh.
So like some of the so like the restaurant that he met his girl in at the beginning of the movie, that was in Milwaukee. Like if you look at like when she drove up to her fiance's apartment, like that was a Milwaukee street, like down by Summerfest. So like that's always a fun watch for me. It's like, can I spot more Milwaukee places?
Dang,
like they filmed around. Yeah.
That's interesting that you said that because throughout the movie, I'm like, man, some of this shit look kind of familiar. But it never clicked. The only thing that clicked from Milwaukee to me was Bob Uecker. That was it. And then when they mentioned going to play Milwaukee, so it was like I caught those. But other than that, I was like, some of this shit look kind of whatever. It's a good movie.
But yeah, I think going back to your question, like why it was one of my favorite movies, like it's kind of like what I've said for other movies where it's like it's kind of formulaic, but it kind of gives you more of a real life look into what you imagine like a sports team would be like. Like all the little infighting, but cracking jokes on each other, and like you have cliques of like certain players like hang out with one another, like
not banging your my wife though. I mean, even though some teams have done that.
Brent Barry, Tony Parker,
Derek Fisher.
That was wild.
Derek Fisher, bad ball.
I was like,
Jason Kidd, Jim Jackson, Jamal Mashburn. Like it happens.
To be fair though, why would he? I get why he wanted to punch him, but damn, he ain't know, bro.
He had to.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Right. He just heard
he didn't know.
Huh?
He told him he didn't know.
No, he didn't. He ain't talked to him. Remember, he was hiding out.
He told the other teammate.
Yeah.
Even still, like if that happened to you, like your teammate talked to your wife, and then they're like, "I didn't know it was your wife." Like, would you believe him?
No,
it wouldn't matter. That's the real. It wouldn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's principle. You gonna catch this punch, but I'm also happy when you won.
He definitely hands.
He definitely, like,
it definitely catching hands.
That was funny. That was wild, but
so like when we announced this movie, like there was a comment. I think it was from Nate, but he's like, "Oh, so are you guys going to talk about how the star of the movie was stalking?" And he really was. Like,
he was
like there's nobody locked their doors in this universe because he was just walking in people's cribs repeatedly.
He was toxic. He was toxic, fam. That's the best way. He was toxic.
No, he was listening to Wesley Snipes. Almost when he followed her to the crib. I'm like, no, don't follow her to the crib. Like, yeah, just follow her. And then you show up in the boyfriend house, bruh. And then you invited him in. You already knew because you wanted to embarrass him on that level. I hear you, but what?
It didn't work out for his favor because what's the baseball player's name that we're talking about?
Jake
in the movie. Jake talking about but I want my kid to be the Olympic swimmer who ran the 200. And it's like, oh, that's very specific. Did you have someone in mind? He's like, yeah, but things didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, okay. Hey, did you know your new fiance used to swim? Did you know that? Ask her what she used to do. The 200. I was like, oh, see, now you being petty in this man's house, fam. You ain't got to do all that. He let you in. He gave you a beer, and this is what you do, fam.
But like Tim said, he let him in too, disrespectful. Like,
yeah,
like look at this. He's just a
baseball player. Like, your ex just walked into my crib. Oh, maybe I should leave. Hold on, nigga, how you get here in the first place? Why are you here?
Yeah, that dude didn't have nearly enough questions that should have been asked.
Right question.
Starting with, what are you doing in my house?
Right. Like, why are
regardless of who you are, like a random person just show up on the elevator that lets off in your crib. Like, nah, we ain't doing that, bro.
Man. But yeah, he was toxic. And the moment that she let him hit, I was like, she fell right back into it again. It was over. She was at the games.
She said it was going to happen. She said, we knew we was going to get here, but it don't change nothing.
It changed everything.
Exactly
she lied. She lied. She tried to say, she said that to make herself feel better in that moment. We've all been there before. You lying to yourself to try to. And now look at you.
Look at you. You talking all that good shit a second ago.
But I enjoyed it. I still think Wesley Snipes' character was not supposed to be there. I don't know how he got into that train. I don't know who told him, but
he outran the motherfuckers. They had a head start and blew past their ass.
That's probably Tim's fantasy. Like, just show up at some spring training and then race somebody and just get on the team. Like,
my speed helped me get on a lot of teams. Thank you, sir.
With his shirt off, bro.
Every team I made,
just running barefoot.
Exactly, barefoot with no shirt on.
Man, he was out there running in some silk pajamas.
No, hell yeah. Wait, how do you wake up outside?
Yeah, it was funny.
Like, that's too much movement for you to wake up outside and not know. Then they've been practicing, they've been hitting the ball, they've been running, yelling, screaming, and shit. And they cuss like sailors, so
hey,
don't know.
But if you rewatch the movie, like, just pay attention to Wesley Snipes' scenes when he's actually doing like athletic stuff. They always shoot him in slow motion when he's running, and they never show him throw a baseball. And that's because he's not that fast and he cannot throw.
He looked fast. They made him look
because they put him in slow motion every time he ran. Literally every time.
But not at first when he's getting caught. I'm looking at him. I'm like, bro, you ain't look like he was running fast enough. He's supposed to be this fast character. That's how I felt at first.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
It was a whole bunch of stuff on here. They had the duct tape. When they was sending the duct tape in the plane, bro, would you have got on that damn plane?
Oh, she was bogus for giving him that plane, fam. That didn't make no sense. Like, you, I know you want to lose, but you out here you putting them in a death trap. That's a liability issue at that point. You don't even care.
Hold on, let's talk about her plan. Like, first of all, was this like the thing that inspired the process? Two,
with the 76ers?
76ers, yeah. Like lose on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's what she was doing.
That's what she was doing. But I feel like that's not new. I just think that the 76ers, when they started doing the process stuff, like they were like unabashed. Like they were just like, yeah, we losing. And no one else normally came out to be like, yeah, we losing. Like they would be like, oh, well, we're young and we're
rebuilding and we're trying to get the young guys playing time.
Our number one pick is going to go on injury reserve for his rookie year every year.
No, they were like, no, we are losing. And we hope y'all understand why we losing. And I was like, oh.
That's just some wild shit. The only one that didn't work out was, Fultz.
It worked out for them.
Okafor didn't either.
Did they draft Noel?
And Nerlens.
And Noel. Yeah, that didn't work out.
I mean, it did because they got them two foundational pieces. And, like, if you look at, like, how likely it is to get even one, like, it was successful. But anyway, we digress. But, like, her plan was to be terrible so that people would stop coming to the game so that they could break their lead so that they can move to Miami. But it's like once you get like halfway through the season, like isn't there no chance that was going to happen? Right. So like then you were just rooting against them out of spite.
Yeah, like they were like 60 and 62 or something like that at one point. And like at that point,
wasn't the number under like 800,000 people in the season or something like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go.
So like once y'all go on that run, sorry, go ahead.
You'll get that easy.
Like, especially like if you're decent.
Yeah. You will show up for an okay team.
People like baseball. Like they will sit outside and enjoy baseball. Matter of fact, I would enjoy baseball right now. I tell you that.
I was looking,
Randomly though, if somebody called you today and said, "Hey, I want you to be the GM of the Bucks starting today," the hell would you do?
I would say no. I'm not qualified. I'm not trying to get that pressure, fam.
Really?
I would not want that. No.
Well, my first question would be, how much are you paying?
Mm-mm.
My first question would be, is this serious? Because most people would think it's a joke.
Mm-hmm. Of course. That's not how this works.
But that's what they did in the movie. They called him randomly, asked him to coach a team out the blue. What would you say?
He also had some prior.
Like he had some managerial experience.
Yeah, like it's not like me or you or like we don't know. Like you can't. No, like that's different. He actually has some experience, but like if I was in his shoes, then I probably would have been like, "How much are you paying?" Like, yeah, let's go. But nah, me, Camille, nah. Y'all ain't about to embarrass me.
Honestly, I would do it because
I would. Shit.
Like, I'm never gonna get the opportunity, and even if it is a joke, or even if it is like I'm underqualified for the job, like who knows? I could be a natural, or this is my one shot. So fuck it, might as well. I get fired next week, but I'll be a GM for a week.
Everybody, give me 5 years.
No,
I'll be calling up the Lakers like, hey, what y'all want for LeBron?
I'm good. I'm good. It sounds stressful too. No, I'm all right. I wouldn't want to be the reason like, oh, this is why Giannis left. I'm like, no. You ain't putting that on my conscience.
That's fair. If I wouldn't do it for the Bucks, but if it was any other team, I would. And then I would just trade the Bucks my best player for DJ Wilson.
So anywho, you sound like the janky owner.
This guy here, man. Did y'all have any other feedback on the movie?
So I feel like there are certain elements of this movie that would preclude it from getting actually remade, like with all the MLB stuff, because I'm surprised that they let half the shit in that movie fly and still like have all the logos and have it be set in real life. But I would like to see it like present day. So if it was present day, like who would be like your top 3 stars for like the athletes, and then which team would you pick?
I am not sure.
Or maybe just your top star. Like who would you want to see in baseball 3 or whatever we're on? Major League 3.
I feel like Michael B. Jordan is the wrong answer because he's everywhere. I
mean, that's the only young black star that we got. So
in Major League 3?
You said what?
I said you're asking what actor?
Yeah, like just like what I guess set the tone of your Major League 3. Like would it be like?
Well, we have to go back. I will go back with what's her name? T'Challa. Fucking name.
Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
That about Boston, yeah.
So he gonna have him be Jackie Robinson and be in Major League?
Why not? He done been everybody else. He done been everybody. Why not? Give him Willie Mays Hayes. They changed him over in Major League 2 anyways.
They did. They recast him for Omar Epps because
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you go watch Major League 2, Willie Mays Hayes is played by Omar Epps because Wesley ain't want to do it.
Fair. We're just gonna replace Blackie Snacks with Omar Epps. Nah, we ain't finna do that.
They just found the second most chocolatey nigga they could find in Hollywood to come. Oh, fam, come on, man.
Because they look the same.
No,
they kind of favor. What?
No, they just both chocolatey, fam. Omar Epps got the eyes. Wesley ain't got the eyes. Well, he had the eyes. I'm not gonna talk about that man's looks.
He got the Michael Jordan eyes now.
Them Crown Royal specials.
Wait, just team. Just give me a team.
A team I like to see them.
A lovable losers team, because like at the time, like that was before the Indians had any like success in 30 years. Like they had been.
But Milwaukee actually started doing some positive in sports too, because we was a lovable losers too for a long time.
Not at that time, because like they went to the World Series in what, like 82, 83? And that was
Early.
It came out in 89, so
it was within the last 10 years.
It'd be like the Browns now.
I would go with like the Diamondbacks. And it's because I like their colors. That's literally they're purple and gray and white and black. So yeah, let's go with the Diamondbacks.
I feel like all the long-term losers have won now. Like the Cubs broke their streak, Red Sox broke their streak. The Indians have at least been decent.
The Twins, they keep losing in the playoffs. They just y'all let me pick them this past year, not telling me that they just lose all the time when they get to the playoffs.
Fun squad. I would say Florida, the Marlins.
That's a good one. That's another fun uniform set.
Plus, they always lose on purpose, so it fits.
No, they are the fucking man. Well, okay, we got a World Series. We was gonna sell every damn body. What?
Hey, I'm gonna say this now because I'm about to ask y'all what y'all rate the movie. Kim been gone for like what 15?
Bro.
Here, I knew if I said something, the nigga would pop back up. He's been gone forever.
No, my bad. I had a call that came in, so my bad.
I hear you, fam. What y'all rate the movie though?
Well, wait, Ken, did you have any last thoughts on the movie before we?
No, I just really like Charlie Sheen character. He's my favorite character. But it's a solid 4. It's a really good movie. It's definitely top tier. So I'm definitely like top 5 horror movies for me.
I'll give it a 5.
A 4.
5.
Figured that was coming. So a 4.5 from Tech File.
Yeah, because 2 4s and 2 5s, so yeah, 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is that the highest score so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
The previous was something I got like a 4, I think, but I can't remember what it was.
Didn't last week?
White Man Can't Jump?
Oh, no.
I don't know. We talked about
somebody tell us in the comments.
Yeah, y'all know shit.
What'd you say?
The Will Ferrell movie.
Oh,
no, I think I rated that.
Right.
I think I rated that low.
Yeah, that movie really.
That was rated pretty low.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it. Y'all tell us. Next week, Eric. I see you already got what you want for next week.
Yeah, a league of their own. Let's keep baseball going. I was going to do Mr. 3000, but
I love Mr.
I was going to say that this past week. Yeah, I love that movie. I'm gonna go with Little Giants because I haven't seen that in a while.
Shit, that might be my vote.
I really liked that movie growing up.
Little Giants.
Was it the annexation of Puerto Rico?
Yes. Kim, what was yours?
Mighty Ducks.
Oh,
I feel
Got a
you.
strong little lineup this week.
I feel you.
Shoot. Off the Domington.
I'll say something wild.
Oh, Pride. It's the swimming movie. Bernie Mac in Maine.
And who?
Terrence Howard.
Wait, they have a swimming movie with Terrence Howard and Bernie Mac?
Called Pride.
For real? I've never seen that.
It's pretty good. It's really good, actually.
As soon as you said Terrence Howard, it sounded trash. Just to be honest. But,
fair enough. But it's based on a true story.
You know what? I don't think that's going to win. I don't think the people are voting for like cinematic movies necessarily.
Like, I'm just looking at
Bernie Mac is in there. You know it's funny, and it's Maine. It's gonna be funny too. But I'll change it up.
no, I can say it.
You can keep it.
Okay.
Like I'm just looking at the cover art for the movie, and this shit just look funny because it must be set in like the 60s or something.
I think so, yeah, because they got
and sideburns, and Bernie Mac just looking crazy.
Big ass sideburns.
All right,
there we go.
But this ain't a comedy though. Like Bernie Mac is acting in this movie. I remember that.
Yeah, he's still fun.
Like this is a drama.
Yeah, it says sports drama.
You know what? Bernie might be for the win, and Maine. We'll see. People fuck with Maine.
People fuck with Maine.
They F with Bernie more than Maine, fam.
Hey, Bernie, Maine.
Real quick, we do want to say, though, rest in peace to former Utah Jazz coach Jerry Sloan and also to former WWE superstar Shad Gaspard. Both passed away since we last recorded. So we just wanted to pay respects and shout out both of their families. Especially Shad, like, that was a tragic accident. You swimming with your kid and wave come.
A riptide.
Yeah. So you save your son over yourself. Like that's real. So rest in peace.
Yeah.
Walt Disney World. We talked about this, I feel like 2 weeks in a row. I don't know what more y'all want from us with this topic.
Give me one
But no, Disney World has emerged as the front runner to host the WNBA, the NBA's bubble site. But there are some questions for the NBA. So as I said before, we've talked about this before. So I found some questions in another article. I'm gonna just read these questions off about the bubble site. If y'all been listening for the past few weeks, you already understand where we at with this. We've been following this. Seems like we're getting close to some basketball coming back. So first question I have for you gentlemen is, which teams would you want to see go to Disney World if the season does resume? Do you want all 30 teams to come back and they have like 5 or 6 games before they go into a flight? What is your dream format? Who comes back? Who's in the bubble?
So I would say typically 16 teams. So to make it fair, I would say give everybody at least how many games they played? A lot of people play like 57, right? No, 60. They in the 60s now, right?
I know the Hawks have played the most, and they played, I believe, 67.
Right. I would say, to be fair, give everybody.
Let's workshop this together. We ain't got to have it be all on your shoulders. So you want some teams to still play, right? Yeah. So doing that, though, you can give the financial incentive because all of these teams have them deals with their regional sport channels. And if they all play 70 games, everybody gets that bag from that sport channel.
Okay.
So like that's one thing that they're weighing in this whole calculus because I think that the ideally like it's like come back, start the playoffs, and we just go from there. But in the real world, like you have ramifications if some of these teams don't finish out at least 70 games to get, like Camille was saying, like to get their regional sports money. So you have to weigh that factor. You also have to think about like something that, I mean, is ahead in the dike, but like we can hit on it now. Like Dame Lillard has gone on record saying like if they come back and there's no way for them to make the playoffs, that he's not playing. Like he'll come back and he'll sit with the team, but he's not going out and playing because it's like, what's the point? So you have to weigh, like you have to incentivize some of these teams that are either eliminated for contention or at least like where it's tough for them to get into the playoffs. Like you have to incentivize them to come back and play.
Okay.
You got some?
Have you guys heard about the group stage thing?
Yes, I do not like. But would you explain to the people what it is?
So pretty much they're proposing right now that they will, with resuming the league, they will come back with a 20-team structure, like a group stage format. So in essence, they're giving 20 teams the opportunity to make all 8 seeds for the playoffs, but you have to win the group stage. So so I guess the issue with it is that a lot of people feel that if the 9th place Wizards and the 10th place Hornets in the Eastern Conference, so let's just say the bottom 2 teams beat the top 2 teams. So they're saying like, okay, Milwaukee had hypothetically, Milwaukee had a bye. We were supposed to have home court advantage, everything like that. This group stage, if we don't win that group stage and say a lower ranked team get hot of the 20 teams, Milwaukee doesn't make the playoffs at all in this group stage thing. And that's kind of where Dame Lillard's coming out like, hey, if I ain't got a chance to make the playoffs whatsoever, I don't want to play, because they're coming up with either y'all can play a couple games here and there and then we'll go to the playoffs, or we can do this 20-team bubble thing where we'll do group stages and you have to make sure you win your group.
I mean, the other alternative that they've put out there too, though, is seeds. What is it? 7, 8, 9, 10 have like a play-in.
Like kind of what we talked about before when they were considering reformatting the playoffs. We're saying essentially it's a double elimination tournament. Was it 7 plays? 7 plays. 8 for the 7th seed. 8 plus 9 play each other, and then the winner of 9, 10, and the loser of 7, 8 play for 8th.
Yep. And in that scenario, the Blazers would have something to play for, because when the season ended, they were the 9th seed. Yeah. They're also getting, so like,
and like I would be cool with something like that, and then like maybe even the teams that are even further down the standings, like if you just want to make sure that it's worth their while to come and finish out, however many games they need to play for their regional sports contracts, like maybe set up like a losers bracket. Like don't call it that obviously, but just set up some type of tournament or some way for the other teams to keep playing.
Yeah. And I'm sure
them something to play for.
I'm sure some of the losing teams probably don't want to. Some don't want to come back. I'm sure they're like season's over.
Exactly.
Like, but there's others. Right. But there's other teams like the Hawks. Apparently they've been practicing. Like we want to hoop.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, again, like they're different teams have different incentives. So like with the Hawks, it's like, yeah, sure, we're not going to make the playoffs this year, but like this is more time for us to see our young guys, to let them kind of play together and kind of figure out like who's part of the core going forward, or like at least create some type of chemistry between like Trae Young, and they just traded for Capella. So
yeah,
they see how Capella and John Collins play together. Like but some teams is just like, we just want this fucking season to end and we don't really care about these players because like the Knicks, for example.
I got a little bit more detail for that group stage thing real quick. I can read it quick. So it says the 16 current playoff teams will qualify for the group stage, plus the 4 teams with the next best records. So the Trailblazers, Pelicans, Kings, and Spurs. The remaining 10 teams would be done for the season. The survey sent to each general manager, because there was a survey sent out by the NBA, I think. Well, the NBA sent out a survey to the GMs asking what they would like to do. And this is where the group stage thing came into play. The survey sent to each general manager noted that tiers would first be created using the regular season standing to ensure competitive balance between the groups. Groups could then be randomly drawn, with 1 team from each tier going into each group. The NBA is working on approaches to fairly balance the groupings, such as limiting each group to only 3 Western Conference teams, according to multiple front office sources. Drawings for the group stage could be televised, and league sources say. As an alternative to having groups randomly selected, multiple league sources say that the league has considered allowing Tier 1 teams, a la the Bucks, Lakers, Raptors, and Clippers, to draft their own groups. Teams would play opponents within their own groups twice, meaning every team would play 8 games. The 2 teams in each group with the best record will move on.
I think that's too much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's too much.
Kind of it's a little too random too. Like if it's just straight group play, because it kind of throws out like everything that these teams did, like in the actual regular season.
Yeah,
like if the Bucks were on pace for 68 wins or whatever it was, and then
we lose,
like they're just slow out of the gate and lose the first 2 games, and then it's just like, well, what the fuck was that for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got a lot of out of shape teams coming back. So
yeah,
it's a possibility that you got to keep those games to get back up, get your feet back.
And it's bad. It's bad for the NBA. If you think about it, like, do you want like the Lakers and the Bucks potentially going out first round just because like they had a slow start to the restart?
Yeah, that'd be trash.
And it'd be shitty basketball.
Like, I mean, once again, there's multiple ways to get games in without, doing group plays or anything like that. But there has to be some incentive for the players to want to play. And I think the closest that you can get to that is the play-in tournament. I think that's probably the closest.
Because you keep the most amount of teams active for the longest amount of time. And
the teams who are fighting for that last 8 seed, they have a chance still. Like, they can't be like, oh, the season ended. We got the short end of the stick because, we didn't have enough time to finish out doing what we were doing. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I just really want to see Ja and Zion in the playoffs somehow, some way. If it's a play-in game, I don't care. I want to see it. I will say I'm going to be disappointed when the Bucks beat the Lakers and we don't get a parade the true traditional way. We have to wait.
Now see, that's some shit I'll step out for. Like, now if it's a Bucks championship parade,
hey, Rona,
fuck it, Rona. I'm just gonna have Rona.
He's
gonna mask up. They got Bucks face coverings now. I'll be all right.
Man, I definitely ordered some, and I have not gotten my face mask.
I think I saw somebody talking on Twitter like they're supposed to ship this week.
Oh, yeah, they definitely said mid-May. I'm like, it's May 26th, baby. Yeah. Mid is past. Okay.
Mid is a fluid concept.
Yeah, that is factual on so many different levels.
As long as it's not May 31st, they're good. I just meant the middle, in between 1 and 31.
Pick a number. Probably not that one.
But I do want to say, too, if the season did not restart this year, just throwing this out there, the players would stand to lose roughly $850 million in gross pay.
Jesus.
So, it's not on the table for everybody.
Yeah.
That was something I wanted to hit, and I don't think I put the other part in there. But, like, J.C. Treader, I guess, is the players' president of the NFLPA, and he tweeted out today, like, there's been no agreements on, like, restarting. Like, players are not supposed to go back to work yet. Like, we haven't gotten to that stage yet. Like, just there's been no agreement. And, like, I made the mistake of reading the comments, but it's people in there, like, tripping, like, oh, man, you guys are, millionaires and you're complaining during the pandemic. And it's like, he didn't even complain. He just said, like, the reports of them coming to an agreement are false. Like, they're still working on it. And I can already see, like, where this is going. Like, the owners are going to put out something like, oh, we're ready to come back. And then fans are going to get excited. And players are going to be like, well, we haven't agreed to that yet. And then it's going to put the onus on the players, like they're being greedy or they're being, like insensitive to like the fact that people need entertainment or whatever, whatever it is, like the players are going to wind up getting blamed for any hiccups in the relaunching sports debate when it's like.
Yeah. Luckily, with the NBA, most of their players want to play, even if it is empty facilities. So they're really negotiating in the NBA. They really hoping that the bubble site works out. I'm hoping it works out too.
The NBA president, she came out today and was like, my players want to play or they want some certainty. Like, let us know what's going on.
There's been too many what ifs. Yeah. Too many.
I mean, I'm saying, like, think about like the Dame thing. Like, if he does like go through with I'm not playing, like people gonna look at him sideways, and it's like, but really, like, would you like?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. NHL, they came out today, Tuesday. So if you're listening, Tuesday of this week, they said they're gonna abandon the rest of the regular season. So that's all over. All the stats are frozen as of March 11th. For the purposes of player totals and award consideration. And with that being said, they're going to go straight into the playoffs with 24 teams instead of 16, if they're able to play. The commissioner came out and said, and while the players and the NHL have agreed on a format, the NHL Players Association has not formally approved any actual return to finish the season, similar to what Eric was saying, J.C. Treader was saying about the NFL Players Association. So they're still working things out. But if the NHL does come back, it'll be a 24-team playoff field.
It's a lot.
It's a lot
I
of
won't
teams.
put you on the spot, but does anybody know how many teams there are in the NHL?
Yeah, that was my next question.
I believe it's 32.
I'll look it up. You can keep talking.
But, yeah, 24 teams getting in. So they're working on getting that all settled.
Hockey.
There are 31 NHL teams.
Why do they have an odd number?
They just add something.
Right, ew.
They tripping. 30.
During a CNBC interview, Miami Dolphins owner Stephen Ross, he expressed his optimism with the NFL season taking place and fans being in the audience. Ross actually came out and said, quote, "I think there definitely will be a football season this year. The real question is, will there be fans in the stadium? Right now, today, we're planning to have fans in the stadium," end quote. We've touched on this before, but we've also been seeing some people looking to put either players in the stands, WWE, AEW. I think the Korean Baseball League also does that as well. Do you think there'll be fans in the stands at some capacity?
The way stuff is going now, yeah. It's like a large percentage of the population just doesn't care. So if there's money to be made and they can't be held liable for people catching coronavirus, which seems to be trending that way, like they're exactly. I think that they'll open it up.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if there's anything I know about the NFL, like they don't really give a fuck about safety. Like if there's a dollar to be made.
You said you agree with Eric? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those NFL owners got ties to a lot of politicians. Like
that's true too.
Yeah. Like they got big money over there.
That's very true.
Well, even if it ain't big money, which it is, they got old money too. So they got a lot of family ties.
Old money.
They got a lot of different things working in their advantage.
Yeah. So I feel like they're working on a way to figure out some way for them to. Maybe you have to sign a waiver when you buy a ticket or something like that.
Probably.
And
that'd be the smartest thing.
Yeah. And I did see that. Sorry. And I did see that Pittsburgh is like they're only selling like half capacity, like banking on the fact that more than likely if they do have fans, they'll only have enough seats available, like with social distancing rules, like to accommodate
I thought about
half of their
Like, why wouldn't you sell, like, if you did the math, just sell enough tickets to keep it socially distanced, you could still have enough fans there. Like, then you probably have them sign a waiver or something like that. I thought about that a while ago. I'm like, if you really want to keep the social distancing thing, the only thing that was holding people out of that was the groupings. But now, well, at least here in Wisconsin, I don't know what about everybody else, but there's going to be some places that have lifted that I think Florida, that would allow them to do so. So I was like, why don't you just sell at not half capacity, but just sell enough to keep the social distance? You can do the math on the numbers of the seats, still have enough people.
Yeah, I feel.
They gonna figure it out. They probably gonna be calling Tim like, you said.
They be listening.
I thought this was kind of cool. The Miami Dolphins are actually launching a outdoor drive-in theater inside of their stadium. So Hard Rock Stadium, they're going to convert that over into a drive-in movie theater. They'll show marquee. Yeah, they're going to show marquee games and team history, classic movies, commencement ceremonies, concerts, whatever they can. It'll be an open air theater, and they can even host smaller groups in the complex plaza for more intimate viewing experiences.
That's dope.
They expect to have about 230 cars be able to get in there, and they're saying it's like a family-friendly event, and people can participate in amidst the pandemic. So, like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is. That's dope.
Would y'all pull up if a local team was doing that here?
Maybe.
I'll pull up.
Even if it was like Bears, Packers, NFC championship game.
Hell no, I ain't going. I'm being that big protester. Check this shit out. It's Corona out here. Y'all are out here. Trying to be up there.
Kid is gonna be walking through the between the cars, coughing on cars and shit. Like, y'all need to go home.
Terrible.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
When you was talking about the Karens being out of control or whatever, listen, if someone coughed on me in public,
you catch these hands.
Either Corona gonna get you or I will. Either way, you ain't leaving.
Corona don't get you, I will. That's funny.
Definitely catching these hands.
Like, man, you got to be a trash individual to do something like that. And whatever happens to you afterward, like, if you catch them hands, this dessert.
But sorry, speaking of local stuff, I saw that Majestic and Brookfield is apparently doing drive-in in their parking lot. So
yeah, they're supposed to start
if you do want a local option. Yeah.
So did the Milkman, which is one of our minor. I don't know what you want to call it, like a semi-pro football, semi-pro baseball teams. They turned their stadium into like the outdoor part is a drive-in. I low-key I was thinking about going last week, and they were showing Hobbs and Shaw. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Georgetown head coach Patrick Ewing, former Knicks great, he was released from the hospital recently after contracting COVID-19. So, sitting, healing wishes to you, sir. Hope you keep getting better. And with that being said, it is time to go to the radio.
The radio show.
Ken.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please tell the people if they're new here what exactly the radio segment is?
So the radio segment is a segment where we choose a song that is sport adjacent, either written, performed, composed by a sports figure, someone in the sports realm. As our DJ, give it to me. And
Give it to me.
And this is our backstage meeting.
That works. That works. So this week's song is Tony Parker. Balance. Is it Balance Trois? Is that how you pronounce that?
Oh, probably Balance Trois.
Yeah.
Balance Trois? Okay. That's the name of the song. Put some trois. Put some trois on it. Okay. I need to look up what trois mean before I keep saying it.
Ain't that three?
Three, yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Menage a trois.
Okay, hey.
A meeting of three.
Hey, you never know. You got to make sure you know what you're saying sometimes. Caught me out
like
here.
all the people that got those Asian tattoos, they really just say like cucumber and shit.
But I don't think that's it though.
You don't think what's it?
The trois is TROIS.
You're right.
You are right.
I don't think that's it though.
My bad.
Trois is used when you refer directly to a person you were talking to, whereas two is always followed by a verb. So it's you.
No.
So
French,
balance
right?
you.
Okay, Tony.
So what, Spanglish, that's like Spanish and English. So what the hell is English and French? Because he's just mixing languages.
English.
What? What are you saying?
English. No.
That's even better.
The man's gonna be inch.
Oh no!
It's probably a good thing that he's cutting out because we probably don't need to be hearing what he's saying right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, fam. You've been sounding real Nelly-ish.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about Once Over Jagged Edge.
You on your jagged edge right now?
Now you got to. Do y'all need my volume up a little bit more? Is that better?
No, it's
it
not
ain't the volume.
It ain't the volume.
Connection.
It's the connection, fam.
We about to sub you off for Deuce for the rest of the show.
Hey, on what?
Deuce came in.
We've been ready to put Deuce here.
I can't tell if Tim is frozen or if he's just staring at us out of hate.
But he might be.
Nah, he blinking, so I think he's staring.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
I told y'all I'm hitting y'all with a mannequin challenge.
Yeah, your connection.
Yeah, your connection, little. You might need to use the radio time to.
He got that
recalibrate.
He got. You got mail. Look at that.
Got dial up.
You just hear the door opening and closing like on AIM.
Hold on.
I forgot about that sound effect.
Damn, Deuce, can you get that sound effect?
I could look for it.
The AOL door opening and closing. That's hilarious. You be on AIM like, dang, who left? Signed off, man. All right, Tim, you back? You good, homie? You recalibrated?
No audio.
No.
All right, well, you know what? We can make an executive decision to get Tim the fuck up out of here. I've been waiting for this day.
He the radio host. We kind of need him right now.
Like the one part we actually need Tim for.
Exactly.
Unless you're gonna try to do his part for him.
I mean,
You see
I
how he
can't.
froze up? You see how he froze up?
Yeah.
Huh?
He said, "Let's go."
Okay.
Oh, I think I found out what happened.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, can you hear me? Hey!
No, we can't.
You sound. We
It's like you
gonna
put hallway, B.
You know what? Before we go to the radio, we're gonna take a commercial break. We're gonna come right on.
Hey, we got to pay some bills real quick.
Wait, can we get Johnny Goggins in here?
Hey. Tim, would you like to have the song start live as you start talking? Okay, so same time. Ken, would you count us on down?
Indeed. 5, 4, 3, 2. WTECK Radio 69.9 FM, where 69 is fine.
WT. Oh shit.
This thing.
My bad.
Man, rewind, Ken.
Them back on that bullshit.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man?
This nigga here, man. All right, you ready, bro?
All right, Teddy Riley.
He definitely been fiddling this whole time.
No, because I put it on my phone and it's different, bro. Shit different.
Yeah, Malik was there. He could be a tight man and shit.
On the rail.
Right.
Dancing
In the background. Dancing in the background.
All
right. Count us down again, Ken.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. WTECK Radio 69.9 FM, where 69 is fine.
WTECK Radio 69.9. What the fuck?
Bro, your connection.
You gotta chill out, fam.
What happened?
Whatever's
You
going
just
on over
stopped.
Oh no, my battery is about to die.
this nigga.
It had 20% thing, so I had to put it on low power mode.
You. All right,
So
Keep talking, like,
my DJ shit. My bad.
Like, even if you hear the music cut out, just keep talking.
All right.
Okay.
Third time's a charm.
there we go. Countdown again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tim. WTECK Radio 69.9 FM, where 69 is fine.
WTECK Radio 69.9 with 69 is fine. This is your boy DJ. Give it to me. We got Tony Parker out here with Balance.
It's some
This was
Bonafide bullshit. That's what this is.
This some Grand Theft Auto in the club music.
Hey, they be jigging it.
So I was listening back to last week's episode. I'm gonna keep talking over this because this is bullshit. But
Boo boo.
I listened back to last week's episode, and then when we got to the Dame song, I was like, "Oh yeah, this shit still goes." So then I went on a whole like little tangent. Like I listened to Moneyball. Like
Dang, got some heat.
Dame got some bangers.
Tony Parker though.
I don't know, Mo.
Tony Parker needs to just stick to cheat.
Stick to cheating, fam? Is that what you just said?
Stick to cheating, boss.
Wow, bro.
Hey, do what you good at.
Hey, exactly.
Sounds like another song, but like a Pitbull song that's done poorly.
It do sound like some.
But I bet you this goes down in the French club. So
Probably.
Yeah, they probably be there.
I wonder if like in French he got bars.
He can bars.
I'm gonna look up the translation of this song, Sam.
It'll be even worse when you look.
But I guess it doesn't really give you the same effect because like words that rhyme in French don't necessarily rhyme in English. So
I just want to know what he's talking about. That's what I be doing for all my reggaeton. I need to know what I'm vibing to.
Make sure you're not getting I hate niggers
like I kid you not, I was at a friend's birthday party and it was all reggaeton playing, and I was feeling like, yeah, okay. That's where I found Bad Bunny at, was at this party, and I'm like, okay, like this song cold, but she was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, why are you embarrassed? And my mom's sitting here. I'm like, what are they talking about? She said it was a wild sex song, and I was like, oh, no. I can see why you're uncomfortable with your mother sitting here. Culo. But here I go. What's the name of the song? So I can send me the picture.
LS3
of this song? Yeah. No, not this one. I didn't want this one. I wanted the reggaeton.
This song, all right.
Yeah, dude, you can turn this down. We're gonna keep going. This is he's gotten enough of our time. This is terrible.
Yeah, he got it.
He got more time than better songs.
Facts. Facts. NFL transactions. Tim, you got me? Or are you not set up?
Flip-flop.
If you're not set up, I can keep rolling.
Yeah, you gonna keep rolling.
All right. The Jets, they signed quarterback Joe Flacco to a 1-year deal. Cam Newton is still jobless.
He's the only first day starter from last year that's unemployed currently.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
go ahead, Ken.
Chicago, y'all bogus. Y'all know that.
I just feel like
could have went for Cam, bro.
I mean, yeah.
We should have went for Cam. We could at least attempt.
Look, y'all might start training camp and then go for Cam because y'all see y'all ain't got it.
Man,
maybe y'all trying to bank on Nick Foles' magic in the playoffs.
Bro, he got to
get there first.
Right? That's what I was saying. We got to get through the regular season before we even talk about playoffs.
They said they're going to play both of y'all quarterbacks in the preseason. Something they don't never do.
Well, I know Christ. We got to see who don't know who better. I don't know. Mitch might come back motivated though.
Plus, if you look at it, like they don't have OTAs this year, so whereas normally this would be time for new quarterbacks to be getting up to speed, like they may not have that opportunity as much. So that may give Mitch a leg up
because he already
yeah.
But Foles a vet though, so we're banking on him to just be able to adapt quick. I don't know, man.
I wonder like how that works, like especially now that everything's so decentralized. Like what, like you see Brady working out with all his receivers and stuff like that. Like, do both quarterbacks come to the same workout so they can work with the receivers, or do like the receivers have to pick? Like, oh, I'm gonna go with Nick, and no, I'm gonna go with Mitch. Like, if they're doing like their own workouts, like how does that work?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I ain't even thought about that.
But I was gonna say, like, just looking at the musical chairs of like quarterbacks and openings, like I just feel like Cam is gonna end up in New England.
Oh,
like
man.
I know they got Hoyer, or I think they got Hoyer, right? But
yeah.
I feel like the price gonna come down on Cam, and
that's probably what they're waiting on.
They're gonna be like, why not? Like we ain't.
I mean, they. I just, boy.
Yeah, Russ out here politicking for Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he is.
He want Antonio. Like,
yeah, Russ want him.
For real.
Yeah, Russ said, bring Antonio Brown. And when I saw that article, I legit forgot about Antonio Brown until I saw the article with Russ saying, I want Antonio Brown. I was like, dang, I forgot. Like the best wide receiver in football hasn't played football because he just don't need to be playing football right now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Jordy might be back. Well, not back.
He was playing.
He has interest.
That was all a joke. It was a video.
It was a jokey joke.
Yeah, it was definitely. They asked him if he was coming back, and he was like, yes. Like, he was laughing. No, he ain't coming back, man. He in Kansas enjoying himself on his farm, fam.
George Hill's farm?
No, Jordy's a farm boy.
No, you're talking about that story that they got.
Did you see that?
Yeah. I saw it, yeah. It's another country nigga, man.
Which is crazy because he's from Indy.
He got like zebras and shit.
Like he trying to be Joe Exotic out here.
Hey, he felt it in his something in his core. He's like, this just feels natural, fam. I got to be out here.
They was ringing prices off. They was like, yeah, zebra costs about like $5,500. I'm like, that's it for a zebra?
Low key, some of the prices in Tiger King were surprisingly low.
No, it was in the article.
Yeah, I know she's saying like she. Never mind. But no.
Anyway, Seattle also signed running back Carlos Hyde to a 1-year deal.
Yeah, apparently they were on the verge of signing Devontae Freeman. He wouldn't come to an agreement, so they're like, okay, well, we're moving on.
I don't know what's going on with Devontae Freeman right now, but
he said he
won't get
paid
paid.
money that he wants. He said he ain't signing for nothing less than what he wants.
Know your worth, King.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope it work out for you, fam. But you might be sitting for a minute.
Yeah.
Especially you already over injury prone.
Yeah, he got that label. Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning defeated Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady in the match 2. Apparently, Tom Brady was looking real trash throughout that, but then he hit a hole-in-one and told Chuck, a.k.a. Charles Barkley, to shut up. He could hear everybody, could hear everybody. So apparently, the trash talk was quite entertaining, and it was a good time. So, like, shout out to them for doing that. They raised a lot of money too.
Tiger Woods.
And apparently, Tiger Woods looked amazing. People were saying he ready for some majors.
He came out the like y'all niggas playing.
It's kind of weird to me that they canceled golf and stuff, right? Like I get that you can't have fans, but that seems like the one sport that should be
if I remember correctly, was coming back next month.
Okay.
They had some tournaments planned for June.
Which is like that should be
that June is next month or next weekend.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week. Yeah, that's crazy. There was some scuttlebutt that Vince McMahon was secretly maneuvering to use Chapter 11 as an avenue to cheaply retain the XFL.
Yeah, I see you, bro.
Wow.
Now, I will say, apparently, Vince has put at least $200 million of his own money into the XFL. But in a deposition that was footnoted in Tuesday's filing, McMahon actually said that he did reserve his legal right to be a bidder in original bankruptcy claim, but y'all tripping. He said, quote, "I don't know why that's out there making me out to be the bad guy, that I'm going to buy the XFL back for pennies on a dollar, basically. That helped me move into the direction of, I'm not going to be a bidder, not going to have anything to do with it. I do hope that someone will pay a lot of money for it, and I do hope that it will survive." Now, apparently there is a lot of interest in purchasing the XFL, so there are some bidders. So we might not have seen the last of the XFL, which I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah, XFL was dope.
Mm-hmm.
It was way better than I expected.
Same.
Way better.
I'm be honest, didn't see a second of it.
It was entertaining. DC
Defenders.
Yeah, Defender. That was the squad, bro.
That was the squad, fam.
Black quarterback, black coach. That was balling too.
Oh, sorry. One last thing about Green Bay. Did you see that? The the Canadian Football League receiver that we signed.
Mm-mm.
He got a lot of hype around him coming in as a undrafted but unrestricted free agent because he was over there. Oh shit. He got a lot of hype around him because he was over there in the CFL getting the shit off this past year. And he had like 1,400 yards and like 14 touchdowns or some shit like that. So like we picked him up and there's a lot of hype around him. So I'll share the tweet with you, but he looked
14 yards.
Like nice.
You talking about the receiver they signed back in January? That's what I'm seeing on the Google. So I remember hearing about, was it Reggie Bagleton?
Yeah, Bagleton. I hadn't heard nothing about it, and then I was because I'm in the Packers chat thing on Twitter now, or the group, the Packers list on Twitter. So I see like Packers shit all the time now, and they had a recent interview with him a couple of days ago. I was like, "Who is this?" And I kind of looked up his house. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Okay, we'll see how it works out." But it's a lot of hype around him. You look into him.
He probably ain't gonna make the team, but good luck, boss. Good luck, boss.
I don't.
Because
he got the hype around him, like he already.
No, see the thing I will say about Packer Twitter, they find players that they love and they latch on to them.
Like Alan Lazard.
It don't really mean necessarily
Lazard was actually good.
Yeah, Lazard was good, but like
Lazard is nice. I was like, he's a fan favorite.
She's thinking more like the Jeff Janices of the world.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of receivers that Packers Twitter has loved that just it don't work out. So I wouldn't trust Packers Twitter.
And the Jared Aberdairs.
Russell Wilson, Megan Rapinoe, and Sue Bird are going to be hosting the Remote ESPYs, which is going to be a 2-hour broadcast airing on June 21st on ESPN.
That's what's up.
So the ESPYs will continue.
Which just like half the year, like doesn't
right? Like they still gonna be playing stuff. I don't know what to tell. Okay, yeah. Praying for it. That's topics for the week. We have any blow the whistles?
No, ma'am.
No. All right. Tech Top 5.
5, 4, 3,
2,
1. Tech Top 5.
Tech Top 5 last week was top 5 athletes you tell your grandkids about. Did we get a vote? No.
I'm not sure.
That's the third time I've seen Ken have that look on his face today, so I'm gonna guess no.
What?
Did you put
a poll up?
Yeah, the poll's up.
Who won this week? Which list of the athletes?
I have no idea though. I don't know who won.
I just post the poll, man. I don't pay attention to that.
Now you asking for too much, goddammit.
Eric, was you?
I'm looking it up. I'll find it.
All right. So this week
I won though, but it don't matter. I won though. There we go.
This nigga.
I think I actually might have won.
I don't recall seeing it. So.
I didn't remember seeing it either. Nope, that's the movie list.
I swear I put a poll up. Or did I?
If you got Eric searching.
He got me searching.
He got him searching for something.
I put one up. I believe.
All right. If it ain't.
Did I put one up too?
I thought you did.
It's a bell coming soon.
I thought I did put one up.
Anyhow, already to Wednesday and I'm not seeing anything. Like we'll see. How long?
I don't know. Don't give me
nah, fam. I don't see no poll.
That's a bell. That's a bell.
I could have swore I put a poll up. Hey, if y'all lying, hey,
feel free to correct me. You can go in the group right now and find it, but I don't see it.
Yeah, we.
Did we lose Cam?
No, he probably got to look on the phone.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. This week we are doing best barbecued food. By that we mean whatever you can put on the grill. So if you can grill it, it can be on this list.
And it's topical because I'm sure everybody just had plenty of grilled meat over this weekend.
I mean, Ken did say Tech File Challenge post the plate, so we on brand.
Okay. What we got?
Tim, you want to start?
Shit, sure. Damn, I just walked away from my lip. Okay. For number 5, I'll put hot dogs. Number 4, I'll do brats. Number 3, I'll do number 3, I didn't know if y'all was still there. Let's see. Number 3, I'll do grilled shrimp. I love my grilled shrimp. That shit is amazing. Number 2, I'll do barbecue chicken, and number 1, I'll do ribs.
All right,
okay.
Eric.
And I can vouch for Tim. He does like his grilled shrimp because he definitely brought some shrimp to my house to throw on the grill. 5, I've got corn cob.
Amen.
4, burgers. 3, baked potatoes. Grilled baked potatoes. So grilled potatoes, I guess.
Yep.
They ain't really baked. But anyway.
Baked potatoes?
Yeah.
They're not baked. They're barbecue.
Exactly.
Potatoes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we know what you mean, though. With potato and the foil on the grill.
There you go. 2, I got hot dogs and 1 steak. I'm not a ribs guy.
I'm not a ribs gal either. So how are we gonna do this here? All right, number 5. I'm going to actually go crab legs because I just had that for the first time. I don't like crab legs, but they are kind of tasty on the grill.
And did not share the wealth.
Hey, it was my birthday gift, fam. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I don't know what to tell you.
Can I ask the mayor if I can put an order in? Because it's August. We got some time.
Number 4, I'm going to go with hot dogs. Number 3, I'm going to go. Yeah, this is going to be all meat. I'm sorry, corn on the cob. I love you, corn on the cob, but it just ain't going to work out. Number 3, I am going to go with. Let me go with steak at 3. I'm going to go with chicken at 2. I'm going to go with salmon at 1.
Oh, grilled salmon?
Grilled salmon is my favorite way to have it. It is delicious.
Oh, malicious ass laugh.
I think it was on your list then.
Wait. Before you give your list, was there a poll?
Oh, I stopped looking. I don't think it was. Y'all can
He was indignant too. He's like, I did put up the poll.
I swear I thought it did.
Tell him again.
He had Tim co-signing and everything. See, Tim a real one.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's up, Tim.
Always been. Hey, y'all.
Hey, I got your back, bro. Always.
Why?
You lying, too. Huh? It's like back-to-back lies. Jesus Christ.
What you mean, bro?
You ain't make the group. You ain't got my back.
We all here. All right, so at number 5, I have brats. 4 burgers, 3 chicken wings, 2 ribs, 1 steak.
I feel like that's gonna be the most popular list, but
yeah, it got everything you need. Like that's what you expect from a barbecue.
That's all I need.
It's like fuck vegetables.
I mean, you put on a cob there. That's about it.
You know what is good? Grilled asparagus.
Yes, sir. I don't like asparagus that much. But
yeah, I don't like asparagus like that.
On the grill, it's something about that char.
Mm-hmm.
It is very, very good.
All
right.
Some garlic on it, a little olive oil.
Let's see.
Right.
Chef Bar E.
I'll take that.
Because it rhymed. That's the show this week. We hope y'all enjoyed it. We hope y'all staying safe, staying sane, sending love. Reminder, share the show, put someone else on, rate and review us if you haven't already. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it helps us a lot find new people. Yeah, so just do that for us. We don't grow without y'all. So if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On a Twitter, Instagram, and PSN at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE, because
your mom is fancy.
Amen.
At Bucks Burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Goddamn right.
Everyday Discord Gentleman on Instagram, Harris216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZV, 3, aka Ask Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. Hasta la vista, baby.
Right. We ended it.
We should just dub
it's a goodbye saying. Shut your face.
No, we just need to dub the leaving door closing sound over that.
Exactly. Garbage.
I'm gonna come back tomorrow and be like, "Oh, y'all niggas was on some. Y'all was on some."
I holler.
Peace out, sir.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.